So wow, what a day. We've had so much content and ideas and discussion. It's just been really exhilarating. And I know you all are probably like up to here with things that you can think about, notes that you've taken to want to take home with you. I have just 3 things kind of in summary that I observed that were kind of recurring themes over the course of the day that I wanted to call out. One, we heard from a lot of panelists to say, think about your platform design, your projects, your research plan in advance of all the possible things that could go wrong, or like all the possible things that you would want to include, because to try to rectify that at a later stage is much more difficult. Now, I know that's probably saying like you should really use your crystal ball to figure out what's going to go wrong in the future. But if you, I think we heard from a number of case examples where if we spend more time on the front end really thinking about how to be inclusive and design well, that will lead to better outcomes and more inclusive outcomes in the end. On this theme of health tech for all, it struck me that we spent a lot of time about thinking about direct patient or consumer-facing devices, but if we're talking about health equity, it's also really about access to health research and the infrastructure of health research. So here at the University of California, we're fortunate to have a lot of resources available to us, but let's think about how we might be able to partner with HBCUs or with other kinds of institutions that might not have the level of sophistication of their research infrastructure that we do. That's also health tech for all, to be inclusive in institutional partners as well. And then finally, I just really admire all the work with the communities from Veronica and many people who spoke today were really embedded in the communities that they wanted to serve. And I feel fortunate and just want to call out here at UC that we are such a diverse community. Between our campuses, 40 to 60% of the students enrolled there are first-generation students, or they might be Pell Grant eligible. So we really do serve the diverse array of the population of California, which makes me really proud and hopeful for the future that it's going to be a more inclusive health tech space for all. That's all I wanted to say in summary, but before I let you go to the reception, I just have so many thank yous and big thank yous to everyone who attended. Thank you for sticking around today for a very rich conversation. I want to thank our symposium planning committee, did many weekly meetings and work leading up to the symposium. Lori Mariano, who is our events director, and her team for doing amazing logistics. I want to thank Cheryl Martinez. She was sitting over here, but the marketing lead. Is Cheryl still here? Oh, okay. For helping to put together such beautiful materials. And thank you to Andre for supporting us with excellent AV and tech support. It's really made a huge difference. And of course, the chief architect of today is Jill Finlayson. And I really want to give a special shout out to Jill and to Nasira Nelson and to Corinna Rehorn, who really helped make everything move smoothly. You all are amazing technologists, inclusive leaders, and amazing role models. So I'm going to stop there, except for going on to our sponsors, which I forgot to do this morning. We really want to thank the individual donor, Carla Itzkowicz, who made a donation on behalf of her father, Siemens Corporation, Sandia National Laboratories, the Berkeley College of Engineering, UC Santa Cruz Baskin Engineering, UC Davis's College of Engineering, IoT for Ag at UC Merced, and the Baker Fellows Program. So thank you, thank you. This wouldn't have happened without you. So now I'm going to turn it over briefly to Jill, who has just a few more words for us.
So first of all, can we have a round of applause for our moderator, Camille? Can we have another round of applause for Nazira, who put this entire event together? Thank you so much. Can we also welcome, and you guys can stay up here because there's a bunch more people I'm going to call out. Lori, please come up because thank you so much. Oh, she's coming up. Daisy, come on up. Thank you so much, Lori. Amazing list.
Oh, thank you.
And Daisy made sure, not only did they put the symposium on, but they put on the CITRIS Innovation Intensive this week, which was a 5-day program, a pilot. And in this room, wave your hands, we have 15 folks who were willing to partner with us on something new and unproven, and I think we had a good time. Let's see, we'd also like to thank Janice. Is Janice in the room? She stepped out, but she's been my partner in crime through this whole thing. Karenna, come on up. If you ever need to do a mixer at Skydeck and put it on, especially if it's health related, Karenna is your person. Jolie, in the room as well. I see Janice back there. So these people were really critical to making this entirely possible. Without all of these hands, it would not have happened. The planning committee, Gail, you want to come up as well? And the rest of the committee, if you're here, come on up. Michele, Todd, Susan, Aaron, and then we also had some really great hosts at the campuses that made this possible. Siobhan, Edelyn, Hannah, and Sarah. If you're here, come on up. And then, of course, Andre, and also secretly running around was Adriel, who's going to make the highlights reel that you saw when we were looking before. We also want to thank Cheryl. Come on up. We want to thank Andre and Adriel are over there, by the way. They're not going to come up because they're filming. And she has a partner in crime, Kristen, who's here, and Gail Gannon. And then we also have Annie, Tracy, and Angelica, because these things don't happen without the behind-the-scenes paperwork to make this happen and working with our sponsors and collecting the money. So I just want to thank all of these people incredibly a lot for their big lift.